Alright guys, I think it's about that time that we dive into another shopping block video, right? There's so many new launches, so many upcoming releases. The holidays are upon us, holiday season, right? When it comes to shopping for beauty and makeup, the holiday season has begun. All these brands are launching their holiday collections. If not, we're seeing previews of those collections. Sephora is doing all their holiday sets right now. And the Sephora Beauty Insider sale is a couple of weeks away. So it is time to flex our shopping block muscles. So if you're with me on that, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hey there guys, it's Tina and I'm back and I'm giving you clavicle, okay? Clavicle. I kind of have to force it right now, but that's fine. That's fine. We're doing off the shoulder because this is my favorite type of top to wear. I love giving you a neck and shoulder cleavage moment. I don't have big boobs, so we just have to make things work, all right? So if you're also back, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me again. But if you're new and maybe you like what you see, even though we get a little crazy here, we still have fun talking about makeup and all things beauty. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing. And today is one of my favorite videos to film. It's a shopping block video. What is a shopping block video, you may ask? It is my version of Will I Buy It? Purchase or Pass anti-haul mashup. So I'm going through the new releases, we're talking about them and seeing whether or not they're making it to our shopping list or we're blocking them. You see the play on words, block, shopping, block, chopping, block. You see, y'all are not seeing the creativity here behind the title, but understand that we're going into this with a very critical eye. All right, we're looking at these new releases, and honestly, truly, in this economy, my goal is to say no to all these releases. So if you're with me, let's go ahead and dive into it. I am going to pop the pictures up over here, and then we'll talk about all the products. So I actually made a list this time. I'm not just running through the Instagram feeds anymore. I am on it. I made a list and checked it twice. Are you proud of me? I may still go over on Instagram and check out some of those new launches and see if I'm missing anything. So top of my list is to mention the Sephora Savings event. As I said, the Sephora sale is upon us. For VIB Rouge, it starts the end of October. So October 31st is the first day of the sale and it runs until November 10th. We get a few days to shop before the VIBs and the BIs, which you don't need anything to be a BI. They will start shopping November 4th until the 10th. And as usual, Rouge gets 20% off, VIB gets 15%, and BI gets 10%. Not the best sale at all for the holiday season. There are tons of friends and family sales going on. There will be a Black Friday sale. And then usually Sephora gives us an additional 20% off, just a singular purchase sometime at the end of November, in the December time frame. So if you can hold off and probably shop with the 20%, that's probably better for you. Or just do the friends and family sales where you can get that 20% and probably more from various brands. Like Fenty tends to do 25 or 30% off. They did their sale recently. I know McGrath tends to do like a tiered sale. Charlotte Tilbury sometimes might do 20%. So if you're looking at any of those brands, check out if they're doing a friends and family first before you splurge too much at the Sephora sale. But I am not going to yuck anybody's yum and tell you not to shop the sale, but the goal of this video is to block you from some of the products. All right, let's go through it. So there are tons of face palettes being launched. The first ones up that I want to talk about actually launched back in September. These are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palettes. And these are launched every year. This is nothing new. And honestly, truly, looking at the palettes, it's still nothing new. It's given repeat, which is fine. It's not really fine though. It's just something we've come to expect from them. They give us nothing new. They just recycle shades. This time around though, I think there are some new shades in a couple of the palettes. So I'll pop them up here. We have the Swan palette, which the artwork is I don't know. I think the artwork is getting mixed feedback. Some people love it, some people don't. There have been some years that I really love the artwork and I was sold on the palette because of the artwork. But then other years I'm like, ooh, I don't even want to get that palette because the artwork is ugly. I think they're allowing you to customize again on the Hourglass website where you can choose your color story and swap it into the packaging that you want. I'm not sure, but I think that is true. And then on the Sephora website, I do believe the horse palette, the horse design is exclusive to Sephora. I think so, right? I'm not wrong about that. I've heard it. You know, it's in the back of my head. That's not the point though. Beyond all that, all right? Beautiful. The palettes are what we expect, blah, blah, blah. Pretty. I do know some of the palettes has new shades in them. The Fox palette, which I think is the deepest one, has some new shades. So if you go on the Sephora website, it will show you the little grid with which ones are new. So yeah, the Fox palette has 5 brand new shades. So this is probably the best one to get if you already have like a huge collection of Hourglass palettes and if you have a darker complexion, because I think this is geared towards dark tan skin, maybe a little bit dark, but not deep at all, because I don't think they have a deep palette this year at all, which that in and of itself is problematic, but we've come to expect that from Hourglass. I did do a video though, I'll link it over here, of all my Hourglass palettes and singles. So you can check that out to see that you're really not missing anything, especially if you have existing palettes from them or you just want to shop the regular line, because these are $94. $94, $100, because when you factor in tax, this is $100 and something. All right, let me tell you something. $100 for a 6-pan palette of recycled shades, albeit they're pretty, okay? The packaging is pretty, the product is pretty. I'm not gonna take that away from them, because if I say that, I'd be lying to you, but the products are pretty. I do love the subtle effect of these blushes, the natural glow you can get from the highlighters, the bronzers, not so much because I don't like a glowy bronzer, but I get it, like the strobing powders, the blushes are beautiful. But it's $100 for a face palette, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't get that much use out of these face palettes. And you may be different from me. You may pick up a face palette and you use all the shades and you love all the shades. Good for you, okay? Oh, there's a Dare palette. This is hella light, Jesus. So this is for pale skin. This one may be good too because it has 3 new shades. Maybe that's a good pick for you guys. There are people who collect these and do videos, so you can check out those videos to see if there's something that you'd be interested in. Oh, the Swan palette also has 4 new shades. Look at you, little Hourglass, putting together some new stuff. Good for you, but I'm not interested. I'm not. See, they don't have a rich palette either. Yeah, whatever. I'm so over it. But $94, that's not steep for y'all. I know they're gonna say inflation and tariffs and all this, but that is like a $10 hike from last year, and that's a lot. For something to go up a couple of dollars, I understand, but when you're tacking on $10, absolutely not. So if you wanted to get 2 because you're interested in 2 color stories, where are you going? What are you doing? There's one year that I did get 2, but that was when they were like $80 or maybe $75, and I did use a coupon to get like 10% off. You usually don't get 20, but I got something off, all right? I just cannot imagine paying $100 for these palettes this year. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't care how cute they are. You can skip this. You can skip this. I will mention though that the limited edition packaging, so the design of the packaging is done by Ukrainian tattoo artist Sasha Unisex, and 5% of the net profits support the non-human rights project. So they're given to some animal rights charity. That's cute. You can donate to the charity yourself. You don't really need to buy this for that. So this is a skip for me. Same. No deep option. I am appalled. We can move on. Not for $100. All right. Now here's the queen of giving us nothing new, Charlotte Tilbury. This is the instant look in a makeup palette. Ooh, they have 3 stars on Sephora. That's not typical. Wow. Are people not happy with these? Wow. So this is not new for Charlotte Tilbury, but I think it's been a few years since she's released one of these. So there are 2 different color ways or 2 different color stories available for these palettes. They are both available on the Charlotte Tilbury website, but on the Sephora website, it seems like they're sold out. $69 a pop, and they include 3 eyeshadows, all right, and then 4 face colors. One is a setting powder, like a face powder. One is a bronzer, and then we have 2 cheek colors. One is a matte blush, and then the other is a glowy blush that can also be like a highlighter or a topper, however you want to play with them. But these are all pink. All pink. We have Pretty Glowing Beauty, which is obviously for lighter skin. And then the deeper version is called Dreamy Bronzed Beauty. And I mean, I guess this could work for tan and medium dark skin. This is definitely not gonna run deep, and I swear to God, the holiday season is the time when these brands show their asses. They will release collections with the most limited shade range, but because it's holiday and it's limited edition, they kind of get away with it because they're like, well, it's not permanent. We're just giving these little, you know, nuggets for you, but no dark skin included. So they can miss me with it. Ooh, girl, Charlotte, ooh, child, she is doing makeup on Celine Dion. Ooh, she's using the Rich palette on Celine Dion. The Rich, the darker of the two. Ma'am, what are we doing here? And I know this girl cannot use, you lying. Why y'all amped up the saturation on that? Lying. Anyway, $69. I am not interested in this. And I know some people love these palettes. And I mean, more power to you. I don't like Charlotte Tilbury's eyeshadows necessarily. I did like her little, what were those called? The little, you know, the little gems that she did. What were those called? Oh my God. These little Hot Pocket things. What were they called? Pop shots. These hypnotizing pop shots. You know what I should do? Pull these out and do, ooh, I got the blue one, and which one is this one? I should pull these out and do a look with them, because these were gorgeous. Oh my God, those were stunning. So you know what, I take that back. I do like her pop shots. I've never really liked her eyeshadow palettes though, because I feel like they're very subdued, very subtle, which, nothing against that, but that's not for me. And then her face products, again, limited shade range. Her setting powder though, I did love the airbrush powder. And I think that's the formula or a similar formula in these palettes. And I think, if I'm not wrong, she had those duos in the heart shape that had a face powder and a blush. And people really liked the formula. And I think that's the same formula that she's using for these. So nothing against the formula, but I don't need this, all right? You don't need this either. It's very basic. They're pink shades, a bronzer, a face powder that may not work for your complexion because it looks very light in these swatches for deeper skin. I mean, on the lighter skin, I guess they may work, but I mean, do you need another pink? Do you need this at all? Do you want your eyeshadows and your face products in one palette? I mean, instant look in a palette. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like, you have a full look in a palette, but I'm just not interested. It looks very blah, but it's given Charlotte, and $69 is not horrendous for Charlotte Tilbury, honestly. Compared to $94 from Hourglass, this is probably a steal. Girl, what? You're getting 10 grams of product. I mean, I guess it's not so bad. I've seen reviews of these and people love them, but again, it's pink and boring. I can skip it, and I think you should skip it too, because face palettes might not get as much use in your collection. If a face palette is something that you use all the time and you pull it out and you do your full face with it, sure. But if it's something that you know you're not gonna reach for, like I don't reach for face palettes, I tend to use singles more often than anything else. So I'm not gonna fool myself and get a face palette. So y'all let me know if you're interested in this at all, but we're gonna keep it pushing onto Dior, because Dior released these new highlighter palettes. So these are the Backstage Glow Maximizer face palette. So it's not the official like Dior line, this is the Backstage line, and they had these before, but now they've added 4 new shades, 4. And these are kind of interesting. It's different than I would expect from Dior, if I'm honest with you, because this first one here is called Frosted Opal Glow, and it has a purple, like a lavender, a pink, a rosy gold pink, and then a white. If you like duochrome highlighters, which is such a blast from the past, you might really like this. Me personally, I'm not interested in this, but this is given what ABH did. You remember ABH with their glow palettes? They had something similar to this one. And then we have Pearly Peach Glow, which has those peachy shades. That looks stunning. I'm not gonna hold you. That looks stunning. On the rich skin, whatever that gold is, that looks nice. And these seem to have a sheer base, so they're not gonna be overly pigmented. And they have swatches, if these are genuine swatches, of all the palettes on different skin tones. And I feel like, yeah, they have to be more sheer. Look at Sunlit Amber Glow. Ooh, maybe, ooh, I'm not a highlighter person, so you can't tempt me, but y'all might be tempted because these are pretty. They also have Rose Gold Glow. That's stunning. My favorite, just looking at these, would be that Sunlit Amber Glow. Of course it would be, because those shades are right up my alley, right? They would work for my skin tone. Yeah, there's like a bronzy gold, a peachy orangey glow, a more golden pinky peach, and then like a full-on pink with pink iridescence. It's pretty. I'm not gonna hold you. That looks pretty. I wouldn't use it personally, but I mean, you can. And they're saying here that you can use them as highlighter, eyeshadow, blush, or bronzer, because it's a multi-finish nude duochrome and glitter for eyes, face, décolleté application. It has 1 original shade and 3 new shades. Okay, low-key, high-key, these look better than I thought. Oh my god, but still. And these are $54, which again, compared to the other price points that we're seeing, that's not bad. But this is like full on, you have to be into these glowy products and you're going to use them on the face. Don't be sucked in with that multi-use thing. Use it on your eyes, use it on your face. Of course you can, we know that. But do I want like this big old pan of eyeshadow if I'm not going to use it on the face? Because otherwise it's not worth it if you're not going to use it on the face. I can literally skip this one. But if you get it on sale, it might not be a bad purchase. If you get 20% off, that's $44. It's not awful. Now that I'm looking at it, it's not awful, but my goal is to talk you out of it. If you're not gonna get full use out of all these highlighters, cut it out. Cut it out. But maybe you're into highlighters. I know I'm not, so I would never get this because the only purpose I would have for these is to use them as eyeshadows. And why would I need that, right? I have eyeshadows. I don't need this. So I'm going to skip this one. Then we have, guess who we have here? Yves Saint Laurent joining the party. They have what they're calling the Golden Oasis face palettes. $85. Even they are cheaper than Hourglass. Come on now. And there's 6 shades available in these palettes. Is it one palette or is there multiple palettes? I think it's just one palette. Is that for real? Yeah, because they're doing like a light, medium, deep in the same palette. I thought there would have been multiple options available, kind of like Hourglass, Dior, and Charlotte Tilbury did. But no, it's just one palette that has 3 blushes and 3 highlighters, okay, to use for your complexion. This isn't bad. If I'm looking at it, there's a peach, a pink, and a like a burgundy, like a more berry shade. There's a bronze highlighter. So they're kind of like doing a light, medium, and deep mix. So this is really suitable for like tan and darker skin, because if you have light skin, you're going to have to use the other shades very light-handed or use them as eyeshadows, which it doesn't make any sense because you can't use the deep shade as a highlighter for a light skin. And then the lighter highlighter is gonna look too ashy on a deep skin. This is why I don't like face palettes, because they're trying to be all-inclusive, and by doing that, you're excluding people, because unless you're a makeup artist, you're not gonna get the use out of all the shades that are included in the palette, which is a waste to me, because say you're lighter skin, you can use 4 of the shades maybe as face products. And then the other 2, you're just left looking at them for shits and giggles. I don't think so. And at $85, this is pricey too. Coming up there to the Hourglass, but Hourglass is still beating all of y'all, okay? But it seems like the reviews are good too, because the blushes are their single blush formula, which are pricey. So if you get 3 blushes plus 3 highlighters, let me look at the swatches. No, me not like how it look on the deeper skin, girl. Me not like it. Me not like how it look. This is not for me. I didn't like the powder blushes from them, and I know there were other shades available, but I just don't like that. Yeah, well, let's skip that one. Moving right along from face palettes, we're moving into setting sprays, because I do have to talk about these. There are 2 setting sprays that launched recently, and I think there may be more, but Charlotte Tilbury released the Airbrush Flawless Matte Blurring and Waterproof Setting Spray. I've been getting into setting sprays. Listen, okay? This is $38. There's also a mini size that you can get. If it says matte and blurring and all day, I'm all about it, and this is waterproof. I am intrigued. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought setting sprays were such a friggin' scam before because we had Fix Plus and Urban Decay All-Nighter. Now that we've gotten the one size setting spray, I'm all about it. The L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray too is really good. I'm all about it. So I don't mind trying this out in the mini size. I might try this out, guys. I don't think you should get it though. Get the one size. If you're into a matte, long-wearing finishing spray, the one size is the best one on the market, hands down, okay? I'm just telling you that right now. As far as dewy goes, I don't know. I don't play with dewy, but matte, blurring, waterproof. I feel like one size beats all of them. So you're better off getting one size, but low-key, I might try the travel size of this because it's not too pricey. But I think I want to try the other one too. I know I'm not doing good in this segment, but work with me, all right? We have the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm Mattifying Setting Spray. I didn't even look at the reviews for the Charlotte Tilbury one. Let's look at that one first. The Danessa Myricks one though is $36, so that is cheaper. All right, let's go back to Charlotte Tilbury. So the Charlotte Tilbury one has 5 stars out of 458 reviews. So maybe it's worth checking out. If it's getting, I'm not even going to read the reviews. I'm just looking at it like surface level. 5 stars. The Danessa Myricks one also has 5 stars. So if I get the travel size of both of them, the Danessa Myricks one is $23. $23 for half the size. That not sound too cost effective, but of course you have to factor in they have to pay for the packaging. It's not like you're gonna cut it in half. And then for the Charlotte Tilbury, it's $23. So they're the same price, $23 for a travel size. I might try these out. All right, we're gonna skip along because I'm not doing well. Okay, setting sprays I've just fallen in love with, and these may be on my list to try out. All right, let's move on to eyes. Eyes have it. All right, so there are tons of new eyeshadow palettes. All right, we have the Makeup by Mario palette, which is making its rounds. So many people have gotten this already. So this is another version of his Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palettes. This is Nature because it has a green. A green. And it's not even a true green, it's a suggestion of green, because when you see the swatches, there's no green. There's like a hint of olive to the shade. A hint. And he's calling it Nature. Why? It's all neutral. It's all neutral. When I swatched the original palette, the Ethereal Eyes, the volume 1, whatever, I don't know what it's called, but that one, garbage. And I know he had reformulated it because something went screw with the shimmers. I don't like Makeup by Mario's eyeshadows. I just don't. Oh my god, the mattes, yes. The matte shades, yes. In his palettes, yes. But this is not an all matte palette. It has 6 shimmers in it. It's a 12 pan eyeshadow palette with 6 shimmers and 6 mattes. And the mattes look fine. And like I said, his mattes work well. I do like his mattes. But for me to spend money on his shimmers, the shimmers are so subtle, so tired. And I feel like this is better for light skin, okay? Everybody that I've seen review this has been a much lighter skin tone than me, and they seem to like it, okay? So if you like it, I love it, okay? Good for you. This is $69, which is the new price point, okay? Any eyeshadow palette that debuts, any face palette, any foundation, it's like they're $69. Get it while it's hot. And I don't want this. I don't want it. Again, I didn't like the other palettes. They were just too lackluster for me, and I feel like this is the same thing. And look at this. People are like, oh my god, it's a green palette. Cover the green. Cover the green. And what do you see? It's a pink neutral palette. It's given rosy hues. It's not given a Nature at all. Yeah, when you add the green, it's like, oh my god, it's interesting. No, it's not. Cover the green. It's not as interesting as it seems, and that's how they trick you. They add this pop of color, so you're drawn to it, you're interested, but this is the same old recycled bullshit, and you can so skip it. Whoa, I didn't mean to curse just now, but you can skip this so fast. Behave yourself. And then we have, speaking of recycled bullshit, low-key, I almost got caught. I'm gonna tell you, almost had me, you know, but you gotta be quicker than that. Patrick Ta is releasing, or has released, new 6-pan eyeshadow palettes for $44. Wow, that is a price point I didn't expect to see for 6 eyeshadows, because his duos are $42. No, yeah. And I'm gonna talk about the duos in a second because he did release new shades of those. But these are all matte palettes, 6 pans, and it's just an abbreviated version of his all matte volume 3 palette, the Major Dimension 3 matte palette, which retails for $70. It used to be $68 if I'm not mistaken. And now this is like half of that palette without the cream shade, so it's not really half, but it's like half of the palette. And this is why he almost got me. I love his matte formula so much, and he's created these 3 different versions of this palette, which is a light, is he calling it? No, he's calling it, yeah, light, medium, and deep. And I swear to God, I almost added this to cart, and then I looked closely. The deep palette is literally 6 of the shades from the Major Dimension 3. Like, I can't say for sure it's 100%, but it's 100%. Like, 6 of the shades from that palette condensed into this $44 palette. It's more travel friendly, sure. I love his matte formula, so I am tempted. I am very tempted. But if you already have his palettes, I have all 3 of them, then you don't need this at all. Unless you just want a miniature version, which is all this is. The light one, obviously not for me. The medium and the deep almost got me. Not gonna lie to you. And I'm a little bit tempted. If I see these in store, I might be. Don't let me do it though. Don't let me do it, because it's stupid for me to do it, because I already have Major Dimensions 3. And I'm gonna pop the 3 palettes up here. So I'm gonna do light, medium, deep, and then I'm gonna put the Major Dimensions 3 here. Do you see how it's the same palette? Just like condensed and shifted around a little bit. So if you get the deep one, you're just replicating this palette. The medium one is similar. I think the medium one is the most like new, okay? Because it has mid-tone shades. But then the light one is replicating the light side of the palette. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's same. So we can skip this one. But I'm low-key a little bit tempted. Oh my God. Speaking of not tempted, here are 4 new shades of the Major Dimension Eye Illusion eyeshadow duos that made a stink last year. Was it last year or was it this year? The whole concept of time is lost on me these days. I don't know. Are we in 2027? I don't know what's going on. But these made a stink. The point is, these were overpriced. People made us think about the price point, and they're still at that price point of $42. At least we didn't get an inflation increase on these. But there are 4 new shades. We have In Your Dreams, which is Diamond Sparkles. This is a light duo, very light. So if you're looking for an icier version, here's one for you. Then we have When the Sun Sets, which is Peach Sparkles. And these seem to be just toppers at this point. I feel like he's leaning into the topper-esque part of these duos. So that's Peach Sparkles. Then we have Slow Burn, Burgundy Sparkles. They look so subtle. And then Always on Your Mind, Slate Sparkles. So these are going to be more silvery. So these are pretty, okay? I'm not going to knock it. They're pretty. These are subtle though for $42. I feel like you can do better with something else. I have a couple of these duos and I like them, but I don't even find myself using them that much. So am I like tempted by any of these? Maybe. Just the Slate one, the Always on Your Mind, because I love a taupe, but I don't know, like, you can skip these two, because why? Why are we spending $42 on those? He makes his palette not seem that pricey now. When you look at it, you're like, $44, not too bad for that price point. No, we're gonna skip this. Skip it. They're cute. They're very nice, but you can get better shades from other brands, whatever. All right, moving on, because this one, you can also get better things, all right? So we have the Pat McGrath Holiday Collection. I'm just gonna pop the whole thing up here, because I can't. Whatever, let's talk about the palette first. So this is the Gilded Nirvana Mega Eyeshadow Palette. It is not mega at all. Like, what are we talking about here? Mega in what sense? Because this is smaller than her other holiday palettes. Whatever. I feel like Pat McGrath has given up at this point. I feel like she has gone over to Louis Vuitton Beauty, and she's partnering with Zara. Did you see that collaboration that she did with a bag in a bag in a bag? So she has this, let me pop it up here. It's from Zara. She has this purse that then has this divider thing in it, which then has another mini insert. And you can stack the bags in each other. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this looks nice. But like, this is where she's spending her time, okay? Doing collaborations and doing offshoot brands and doing her little side hustle with Louis Vuitton and getting paid, okay? And she has left her little namesake brand in the dust, okay? Because what are they doing over there? I don't know, but her energies are elsewhere. Anyway, here's the Gilded Nirvana Mega Eyeshadow Palette, which has 12 shades. The other holiday palettes, I believe, had 18 shades. So you're dumbing it down to 12 and you're calling it mega. But what I learned is that this packaging is now plastic instead of the cardboard from yesteryear. And it's $72, which I think maybe a similar price point. Here's a trick. Here's a trick. If you don't get this on sale at the Pat McGrath website or during the Sephora sale, these usually have so much leftover stock that they go on sale after the holidays. So if you can wait till after the holidays, you can get this during the Christmas holiday sale that Sephora has, which is somewhere between 30 and 50% off. So if you can hold out and you want this palette because you're like, oh, it's Pat McGrath and those are so shimmery and beautiful, which they are shimmery. Yes, it's an all shimmer. Well, no, there's one matte and a semi-matte, like a matte with a shimmer in it. You can skip all of this. Like, it don't even look cute. There's a blue duochrome kind of thing, a purple, a yellow gold, and a green, and then everything else is copper and bronze that we've seen from Pat McGrath, and then one black. A sequin. This looks so foolish. This looks so terrible. Wait, Cherry Noir. Like, even the looks that they're showing for these, they're trying to amplify the sparkle to show, oh, look at these sparkles. And it's like, no, y'all are using filters. It looks so stupid. Me not like it. Me don't like how it look. It's probably beautiful. If you swatch it out, it's probably stunning. It's not worth it though. You can skip this. But what really not worth it, let me talk to them about the rest of the collection, murder. Because this is where I knew that Pat McGrath had me all the way fucked up, okay? So, pardon my French, all right? So this whole collection is themed around 10 years of Pat McGrath. It's been 10 years? Damn, I've been around too long. Oh my God. So, it's a whole collection for their 10-year anniversary, which I think is kind of basic ass for a 10-year anniversary. So anyway, in this collection, that's the palette, right? And then they have Mini Divine Cream Blush Legendary Glow Color Balm Duo. Why are so much name agwan? Mom, you never have to do so much. So there are two minis, all right, for $32, and there are 3 different options available. I couldn't care less. Honestly, skip. Whatever. Are her cream blush sticks even good? I don't know, because I don't care. All right. Then she has released, well, she's going to release the Gold 001, the Divine Decade Edition, $52 for a single compact of gold pressed pigment. This was her original launch. Remember when she had those sequin bags? You know, the bag them full of gold sequin? This was her original launch when they were Pat McGrath labs, like lab sample looking stuff. And she did release this and everybody did love it. Did people love it? I don't know, but people did love it. And she re-released it for $52. This is coming October 14th. So you might see this video after that. So it's available now. Girl, what spent $52 for this? For one little eyeshadow pigment, you know, made it think say Patrick tar out order with $42. This is $52 for one something. Then she has the same shade, the Gold 001 in a Luxe Chrome eyeshadow stick for $32. So same gold thing in a one stick. I might be tempted by that stick. Now go hold it. Only because I don't have a gold pencil this shade. Like, I don't have, I wouldn't use the eyeshadow, but the pencil at $32, I could be tempted. If you get it on sale, I could be tempted just because of the shade. It's so unique, that shade, all right? Then she has some sets. I'm not even going to go into the sets because when we really want to talk about how, the accessories, So she has, all right? Collaboration with Jennifer Fisher, which I guess is a jewelry designer. I'm just gonna guess, I'm not gonna look it up. I don't care that much to dig into it because the prices, Matella says she over Louis Vuitton. I get ideas, and Louis Vuitton say, yo, we have this clutch to house a lipstick for $3,000. And she's like, oh, I could do that too. So she has this golden anniversary lip pendant. So it's a pendant, okay? You're gonna put it on what? It looked kind of like a keychain pendant, not so much as like a actual pendant for your necklace. Let me look, is it a necklace? Yeah, it's a, so it's even smaller than like a bag charm. It's this tiny, gaudy looking, stupid ass pendant. Let me tell you how much for it now. $1,750. For what? What? Chain not included. You are getting the charm for $1,750. Add up your tax, $2,000 for this. Are you serious? And I wonder if this is solid gold or it's gold plated. For me, I feel like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like it's gold plated. I feel like it is, because there's no way it's more, see, it's not even saying that it's gold. Because if it was, don't you think they would say that? Golden lips crafted to command. Adorn a chain, clasp onto a bag, or treasure it as a collectible. For $1,700, collect what? What me look like? Me look really stupid. For what you mean? See, it's not even telling you that it's gold. So skip right along. I'm not even going to dig into it, because next up we have the Golden Anniversary Divine Pendant. So now another pendant, but it says Divine, and it's $650. Mind you, hold on, mind you, coming up, I even mentioned this. For the lip pendant, it has her logo. So you're paying to wear her logo on a pendant for $70. No, absolutely not. And then the little Divine one, we have a pair with it, $650. So if you get both of them and put it on a necklace, you're talking about nearly $3,000. $3,000 for what? For what? Louis Vuitton has you all the way messed up, Patty. Auntie Patty. Then she has, all right, this LOVECHROME Tsuki gold comb. $175. Now this looks like a collectible. This one kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie to you. That one kind of cute. $175 for what? One gold comb, which is not even gold. I promise you on God that this is gold painted, plated, whatever it is, anti-static control, chrome tech finish. Same damn thing. It's of ABS resin and gold crystals. Get the fuck out of here. Designed for medium to thicker hair types. Okay, so it's meant for my hair. All right, whatever. No, a two different ones she have. Oh, so she have one, why murder? So she have one for finer hair types and then one for thicker hair. So you, oh, murder police. So anti-static control, smooth flyaways. How is this gonna smooth my flyaways? 70% less friction for reduced breakage and added shine. How? Why? What? 10 of 10 is 10 pieces? A 10 piece alone them have? Let me see if a 10 piece alone them have, but $175 each. Then she have one shirt. I'm not even care about the shirt, you know. The shirt is $45. I want a shirt with her logo. Nobody no care about the shirt. The shirt fool. I want black shirt. It no look cute. Then she have a pen. See the pen up on sale. The pin is on sale. A pen me say a while ago is a pin that says fetish eyes. $17 now pan sale. You can keep that one there. They have skin fetish pin. Them are just our other stuff them. Alright, nobody no need this. Nobody don't bumper us. Hold on. No, discontinue. Because you have the skin fetish pin, which says skin inspiration, $17. They're different shades. What do you mean shop different shades? How many different shades are there? Drip. Oh, like different fonts. It's available in different fonts. This is so stupid. She have skin fetish drip. That have a drippy looking vibe. She have skin fetish gothic. Are you serious? No, this stupid bad. Skin deep. This is, what is this? No. Pat, have you lost your ever flipping mind? I swear to God. There's a classic makeup bag for $28, but here is the kicker. You're ready for the kicker? See it here now? she have, well, I already gave you the kicker, right, for the little something there. This is the Judith Leiber Couture Golden Crystal Minaudière, Minaudière. Anyway, one lipstick pendant looking something. One lipstick charm. We're going at murder. What is in it? Wait, I have to watch this video. What is it? Is it a clutch? Shut your mouth. What is it? Like, I'm so confused on what is it? What is it? Let me read it. It is a red carpet heritage meets high artistry. Is this a purse? Like, I feel like this is a purse. Maybe me need to look up where that word I mean. Because I don't know what it means. Let me look it up. I have to look it up properly because it's those mini stupid bags. It's a vanity case. It's a fashion accessory considered a jewelry piece intended to substitute for an evening bag. So I like, yeah, bring one jewelry box in your hand, but it's so ornate that it... Wait, no, me not tell you the price yet. Me not tell... Well, I know. $6,995. Call it $7,000 for this little piece of something. Girl, who is buying? How many of these are available? I am sure that there is like 2 of these available. There's a wait list to spend $7,000 on this. Me tell you, say, Pat McGrath has lost her mind. And I'm about to lose my mind looking at this foolishness. This is garbage, I swear to God. This is, and it's shaped like a lipstick, you know? So it's like, where am I bringing this to? Like, for real, for real. Hey, Mama.
You finished?
No.
Why you want me to take her out then?
Take her out of what?
To me see it upon a chat.
I am recording. How am I chatting?
Oh, yeah, that's video? I thought you were on the phone. I sing some patois.
No, because $7,000. Let me show you it.
What happened?
Come here. This woman has sell this. $6,995.
Is it a collectible or something?
It's hey mama, it's a collectible. Hey mommy. Yes. Collectible, like one little purse that's shaped like one lipstick.
Yeah. What is the brand?
Pat McGrath.
There you go.
Wait a minute, there you go. You don't even know who Pat McGrath is.
Yeah.
Who's Pat McGrath?
Pat McGrath is a makeup thing. A makeup
How you know that?
His name is popular. His name is familiar.
His. It's a woman.
I mean, her name is familiar. What do you mean? No, like seriously. What do you mean?
$7,000.
Yeah.
Not for me.
All right, come. We're going up on the road. Come.
Intermission. So no. All right. I've calmed down. All right. Then she has this Pat McGrath times Lucky Charms. I don't believe these are these aren't new because look at the Lucky Charms. $525. Shut up. Oh my God. And she had re-released a Gold 001 in like a Divine Decade edition, 1-of-1 signed archival backstage Polaroid for $1,010. No, it's sold out though. Don't worry about it. Then you have a disposable camera. Shut up. Pat McGrath's 2025 Fashion Week diary captured on a 350mm disposable camera. Sold out. 650. I can't. I'm done. Oh, I am done. My poor baby thought I was done filming because I got talkative. No, man. Let's move on because I can't do it because no. Let's talk about the palette that I am actually interested. This is something that I think is on my wish list. I know is on my wish list. So this is Danessa Myricks' Lightwork 7, the Freedom Makeup Palette. This is $128. The 128 really is like, it's available now, but I'm not buying it now because I want the 20% off, which would drop me down a bit, and I am not tempted to buy this before it sells out, because if it sells out before the sale, then it wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. I can take that L, but if it's available during the sale and I get my 20% off, I'm getting this one. This is illuminating pigments for eyes, face, and lips. But this time around, I have the Lightwork 6. Would it be 6? The original one of this, which has 3 different 6-pan palettes in an overall magnetic palette, right? You can swap the shades out. So each of the pans are magnetized, so you can swap them out, arrange the color stories however you want. Then on top of the lid of the full palette, you have this removable mirror that's also magnetized. So each of the individual palettes can now become a standalone palette, right? Again, remember, you can swap the shades out. So you could create your own perfect palette from what you have here and use it as a customized little, you know, compact, or they stack. I don't know if the other ones stack, the original one, but these stack, okay? So you can put all 3 in a stack, so it can be like a little ice cream sandwich rather than having the big palette. And then the big palette itself now, you can use for other products that are magnetized. So you get a palette, you get the 3 compacts, right? And you get the mirror that you can use to then stack them or have individuals for travel. And then you get a pouch, a little genuine, I don't know if it's genuine leather, but a little leatherette pouch that you can then, and the little leatherette pouch, it also has like a magnetic thing. I mean, Pat, learn from Danessa. Like, what are we doing? Danessa, you can get my money for the 128 because I'm getting my money's worth. Well, not necessarily, but I see where you're going and I'm leaning into it with you because I want to see, yeah, I like it. And about this collection, she included mattes now. So I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes. I may be incorrect, but it looks like 5 mattes. So the last palette was all shimmers and she had different finishes in there. So we had like metallic, molten, blah, 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 blah. This time around, I believe she says there are 10 different finishes. So like I said, there's 6 pans in each palette with total of 18 because there are 3. So 18 shades, but 10 different finishes. Which makes no sense because I really don't think she needed to do all of this. But you see, because y'all love to complain like you did with Patrick about his duos, because y'all were like, no, these duos are not the same across the board because each of the different duos almost had like a different texture or finish to them. Some of them were more on the satin side, some were more sparkly, some were more shimmery, some were more like topper, some were more opaque. So it's like you got different finishes. So you guys felt duped. Danessa said, no ma'am, I'm learning from Patrick Taw and we're not going to do that. I'm going to give you 10 different finishes, all right? So you can't tell me I'm sneaky. I'm going to tell you what all of them are, all right? So you have a Hyper Shine Chrome Metallic. Then you have a Hyper Shine Metallic. Then you have Velvet Metallics, Velvet Chromes, Foil Flakes Chromes, Foil Flakes Metallics, Elastin Multichromes, Chrome Toppers, Elastin Sheer Metallics, and Soft Touch Mattes. A lot going on. So the mattes, there are 5 of them, and then the remaining shades seem to be like a combination of the rest. So you have some duochromes, you have some flakies, you have some more sheer shades that are like toppers, then you have whatever is going on. The point is, I'm getting this, okay? This is the one thing that I am driven, inspired, and motivated to get on sale though, because I am not, 128 is so steep, but like I said, you are getting all these things and there's innovation, there are things happening, okay? This is collectible, okay? This is where we need to be. So Lightwork 7 celebrates 10 years of artistry, community, and innovation with iconic pigments reimagined for today. This collection blends grounded beauty with surrealistic, wait, no, I just pronounced that wrong. This collection blends grounded beauty with surrealist color and texture. Discover 10 versatile finishes, infinitely wearable shades, and the magic of transformation all in one magnetic, stackable, collectible palette. All right? It's made to mix, made to move, made for everyone, and is Danessa Myricks' first light work palette with mattes to ground, define, and shape your looks. And yes, ma'am, you have sold me. You ain't got to say much more. I am on it. Girl, you know what I like about this palette is that there are grounded shades. Like, there are very wearable shades in this palette. And if you were looking for a version of this palette to get that, you can tiptoe your way into Danessa Myricks' creativity, like artistic mind. This is the way to go because I think you will get a lot more wear out of it because a lot of the shades are more grounded neutrals. We have some colorful shades, of course. It wouldn't be Danessa's palette if we didn't. But I feel like a lot of it is very grounded. So I'm getting this palette. Rest assured, I'm getting it and I'm talking about it. The only one that I can say, yes, guaranteed I'm getting this. No questions asked. Loving it. Next up, we have Melt Cosmetics, all right? Melt Cosmetics is an indie brand. They have 2 different collections available. So they have a 12th hour collection, which is their 12th anniversary collection. They have been around for 12 years. I tell you, I have been in this little space for way too long, because I remember when Melt Cosmetics originally launched, all right, 12 years ago. Oh my God, they had their matte lipsticks when matte lipsticks were all the rage. Regular like tube lipsticks, yeah, they were all the rage. And then they had their eyeshadow stacks. I have their blur eyeshadow here. So they have their stacks. These were fun. I had so many of these, and then they converted these to eyeshadow palettes when they went to Sephora to make it a little bit more marketable, whatever. And they converted all of these, got rid of them. But for their 12th anniversary, they're relaunching a stack. This is the 12th hour eyeshadow stack, $58. And I am interested in this stack. Here's why. This is a neutral stack. I love neutral eyeshadows. And they dared to go smoky. Okay, this is what I love about Melt Cosmetics. They do deep, dark looks. They are into the gothic side of things. They do horror and goth like combined. So they always do smoky, deep shades. And I love that because I love a smoky look. My outer V is always going to be smoky. I don't care if I'm doing a colorful look, a very simple look, a daytime look, a nighttime look. It's going to be smoky because I love a smoky outer V. So when I see a dark shade available, a dark matte, sign me up, please. So in these stacks, they have 12 different shades. So in the original stacks, it was 1 shade per compact. Now they split this in 2, so you have 2 different shades, a matte and a corresponding shimmer, for 12 shades in 6 duos. And I am intrigued, I am interested, I want this, all right? They're no longer in Sephora though, which is kind of sad because it's easier to get it on sale at Sephora, but I'm gonna try to get a discount because I know their shipping is expensive, but I'm intrigued by this stack. I want it because it's smoky, it's neutral, it's my kind of palette. I want it. I want it. I want it. And then they also have like a bundle where you can get the Ember Hour gel liner, which is also sold individually. It's an orangey like pumpkin liner. And then it comes in the bundle for $69. Individually, it's $22. I want this stack. I'm not gonna hold you. I want it. I love it. I want it right now. They also released this Welcome to Derry collection. Derry collection with It, the movie, the horror movie. I told you they're like horror, goth, you know, they do the whole thing. So they have a whole collection for Halloween, which makes sense. They always have a Halloween collection. And like I said, I love the spooky aspect to some of their things, but then they do like weed adjacent things. And some of the stuff is just not for me. Like, it's a little bit too gory, but they're doing this. And I am not a big fan of horror movies, all right? Let me tell you this. I hate a horror movie. I did go and watch It, though, when they redid it. It was a few years now that they redid it. I did go and see it. And I actually did like it because it wasn't scary. It wasn't giving me jump scares. It wasn't, it was a little, well, it wasn't really gory to me. It wasn't like blood everywhere and guts and glory. Like, it was just, it was funny to me, actually. I don't know why I found it funny, but I wasn't scared. And I didn't mind it. But let me tell you, you know the movie that scared the living daylights out of me? And this is one of the reasons I don't like horror movies. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Y'all remember that? Ooh, child. I went to see this with Jessica Biel. Y'all remember this? I went to see this in college. We went as a group. And when I tell you, I was on the edge of my seat, wanting to leave. I was hiding my eyes. I wanted to leave. I did not want to watch. This was too much. It was too much. My nerves couldn't handle it, just like how I don't like roller coasters. I hated this so much with a passion of 1,000 suns. I was so scared. I don't like my heart to be racing. I don't need that. It's the reason that I stopped watching Walking Dead too. I just couldn't take the stress every week. It was just somebody dying, somebody this. I'm gonna take the stress. I don't like stress. So horror movies are not for me, but it was funny. Anyway, they have the collection with the Welcome to Derry palette. It's $42 for, is it 6 shades? This is such a stupid looking palette. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to you, Mel, but this is stupid. I love everything else, but I know I don't love everything else. I mean, I like other things from Mel, but this is stupid. It has 6 shades, all right? There's a yellow, like an orangey brown, an orange shimmer, a green, a black with glitter, and then this red. How do these shades go together? Even in the promo pic, you have the person wearing red. This girl is wearing the red shade with the black liner and like the white liner that's included in the collection, because I mean, I know, honestly, apart from the red, I don't know how this is it. The red and the black are it. But where the orange come from, maybe me no remember how it did go, but me no remember seeing no orange. Anyway, see the palette here. See the palette here. It look fool. It looks stupid because you're gonna have to definitely pair with something for $42. Just, it's stupid. I can skip this one. Then they have a white eyeliner, which makes sense. I think the white eyeliner is fun for people who are into graphic liners, or you just want something fun and interesting and different. And their gel eyeliners are decent. They have a red metallic finish lipstick. Okay, is there a red liner with it as well? Perhaps. I think there might be, because there is a lip set available. There's an eye set. There's a don't miss it bundle. There's a makeup bag. Yes, so there's a lip pencil with it as well, which is a red. Obviously, the red makes sense, right? And there are a couple of sets. So you can do the combination with everything for $99. You can do the eye set with the gel eyeliner and the palette for $69. Or you can do the lip set with the lipstick and the lip liner for $45, I am assuming. Okay, and then you have the makeup bag. Okay, there is a makeup bag that again looks stupid because, well, there are two makeup bags. All right, you have a red see-through makeup bag with the balloon as the zipper. That's cute, you know, the little accoutrement. And then you have this big one that says welcome today. Like, the artwork is cute. The artwork on the boxes, everything is cute. But the like the more opaque makeup bag has this big stupid looking the zipper is like so oversized. Why is it so oversized? Is it because the clown was oversized, like Pennywise was oversized? So you're making the zipper, I mean, I get it. It's a cute collectible. I would never buy it though, but I see the vision. I see the vision of the makeup bag. So I'm gonna let them have that. The big bag is $27 and the other one is $19. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. All right, we're gonna move on, all right? We have face products. So we have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder Brightening and Correcting Duos. There are two options available. Here's why I think this is wise. This is $39. So the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder is a very popular powder. A lot of people love this powder. Makeup artists love this powder. My personal favorite loose setting powder is from One Size, just like the setting spray. I love One Size, all right? But these powders are also good. I like the Ube powder, the pink one. Although I don't like get the vibe of pink and, you know, whatever, but whatever. I like the powder. So in these duos, she has a brightening side, which is a pink, right? And then a correcting side, which is more peach. And she has a light and a deep. So she has a deeper peach one and a deeper pink for the deep, and then lighter for, obviously, right? So this makes sense. And I think this is smart because you have a brightening and a correcting in one. And instead of having like a full powder of one color, you have two. For the price of one, well, I don't know if it's the same price as one, but you see what I'm saying? Like a combination, this makes sense as a duo, especially for a makeup artist. But, you know, because it's like different shades, it works because a lighter skin tone can use the lighter one and the deeper skin tone can use the deeper one. It just makes sense. So I think this is smart. I'm not getting it, but I think it is smart. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we have the Glossier Cloud Paint Plush Blush. These are $26. Initially, I thought I was going to get one of these, and then I realized the shade range. So initially, when you look at them, these are their putty or cream to powder version of their Cloud Paint blushes, which are the liquid blushes in the tube. That whole application method, well, the delivery system, not the application, the delivery system in the tube that you squeeze out, then you got to put it on a palette, put it on a brush, delivery system out. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. Cute colors, whatever. I'm not doing that. It's too much work. It's too much work. It's not worth it. All right. But they have these blushes now, putty blushes in their compacts. So easier to work with, definitely. I was intrigued initially when I saw the shade range because they have the requisite, you know, pinks and oranges and red. But they also had like nudie looking shades. And when I dug in further, I realized that they aren't nudes. They're just rosy shades. And so I'm no longer interested. But I want to see these in store. I'll swatch them out. but I'm no longer interested. But I think people will be more inclined to get these now because, again, it's a better delivery system, easier to apply than their Cloud Paint blushes. I'm happy to see this, and it's a better price point than a lot of the other blushes on the market, so I'm intrigued. Not getting it though. Moving on. Who else do we have? I don't want to talk about anything else. Let's just talk about some of the new launches at Sephora. We have Hung Bongo Beauty. I did a video on this full collection. I did a standalone swatch video, so I will link them. You can check them out. Cute. Love the blushes. Love the bronzers. Love the lip products, lipsticks and liners. Love the Longwear gel eyeliner. Don't like the palettes, the eyeshadow palettes. Summary if you wanted a quick snapshot, but my long review video has timestamps as well, so you can check that out. I tried to go through the whole line so I could give you my whole spiel on it. New line, interesting. I love to see it. It's a new, like, bolder brand. It's colorful, like, it's fun, so I like it, but I don't love all the products. MPH by Mary Phillips. This is a under painting, overlining, celebrity makeup artist brand. I do like the product that I picked up from this brand, but it's pricey, it's new, she needs to expand on the palettes. Check out my video as well. I did a video on this. I don't hate the product. I just feel like, you know, there's some left to be desired here. Then we have Desi Skin. I am happy to see this. Desi Skin is by Desi Perkins. She has had this line for a while now. I know she does eyeglasses and now she does the skincare line, and it's now available at Sephora. I would like to see this in person. I'm interested in the moisturizer, but I want to see it in person. Like, I have to feel it. I'm not just gonna buy this blindly. Happy to see it. Rhode Skin. Okay, e.l.f. Cosmetics bought it for $1 billion. It's available in Sephora now. Like, I don't know. This is given dewy and glazed and all that I don't like, so I might check it out though. You think I should check it out? As somebody who loves matte skin and doesn't like glow, glazing milk is not my thing. Do you think I should try it out? Are there any products from here that you love? Like, let me know. Let me know. And then Violet FR. I don't know what with all these initials, all these brands. This is not new, but it's newer to me. This brand, what do you think? Because the Sephora sale is coming up. So if I was going to try anything, it would be now. Well, coming up. But let me know, are there any things from this brand that I should check out? I don't want to, honestly, truly, like I said. Danessa Myricks. Oh, I'm done. I'm done, by the way. Let me move back to center. I am done. I'm over it. I'm tired of talking. So, shopping block is done, okay? Let me know what you guys are interested in getting. Let me know also what you want me to talk about next. I feel like I want to talk about the Sephora collections, like all those sets that they have, because sometimes they have really good sets and then sometimes they're a bust, like they're not worth the price. But I do like some of the sets for the travel size options. You may pay a little bit more. It's not going to equate to like, oh, it's half size, so it's half the price. It's not going to be like that. But some of these products are good travel options. And I tend to travel a lot, so I do want travel size products. And they're also better to go through. So instead of getting full size products, you get to try more products and you will go through them faster before they go bad. So to me, some of the sets are worth it. So I might do a video just on the holiday sets. And there's sure to be other new launches coming up. I also have Get Ready With Me videos with a few new products that I've picked up. So I haven't been that great at resisting because I did get the friends and family discount from lovely Anika. She sent me a couple of discounts, so I got 20% off. So I did kind of do a little pre-hauling, a pre-shopping, if you will. So I did get some products. Like I said, the Hung Bongo and the MPH by Mary Phillips. I did grab those, and I grabbed a couple other things. So you're gonna see those in Get Ready With Me videos coming up. What else? What else? Yeah, I'm trying to film a little bit more for the holiday season because I know we get excited, new collections, new products, but yeah, I want to sit back and enjoy makeup with you guys and chat about things. So if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I'm going to leave a full list of all the products mentioned and talked about in this video down below in the description box, along with links on where you can pick them up. If there are asterisks next to any of those links, that indicates that it is an affiliate link, which means I will get a small sales commission. Girl, I've been talking too long. It indicates that I will get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through those links. It doesn't change the sale price. It just gives me a kickback for you using my links. I also have other affiliate links and discount codes down below that will also give me a kickback. YouTube shopping links will give me a kickback. It's a great way to support the channel because I do get to put right back into the content. If you don't like that, if you don't like the vibe of affiliate links, then shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. But if you do use my links, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I will go ahead and link my Instagram and Twitter. I ain't saying to follow me because it's bare foolishness over there. But if you want to, you can find me over there. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.